Okay, so here we are on our Tuesday night call. Tonight we are going to talk a little bit about branding ourselves, our personal brand, and what we want to portray to others on social media. So the first thing when we think about brand is we think about a logo, right? Like we think about McDonald's and we think about Nike. But I think brand is so much more than that. Brand gives people an emotion. It sets a tone for what you want to say about yourself and about your business. It talks about your reputation to people. So when you have a reputable brand and people know you as a person, as a business person, your reputation shines through, and that's part of your brand. And it can also be symbols and designs and, eye recognition of what your brand looks like. But it's a little bit more than that. So why does branding help you as a coach? Well, I think it helps you attract the people that you want to attract. So if you have a certain type of person that you want to work with, when you have a brand and you have recognition and you have something that you're known for, the people that you want to attract are going to be attracted to you. So it helps you attract the right people. It helps you find the people that have common values with you. And it helps give you credibility. It separates you from your competition. So no coach is the same. We're all different, and we all have something different to offer. So it gives you credibility. It gives you that place where you can stand out and you can be you for the people who need you. And it also establishes trust. I mean, how many brands do we know in this world that we look at and we think, okay, we trust that brand. We use it every day. It's very similar with that with a person. When you're on Facebook and you're being authentic and you're being yourself, people see that, people feel that. And the more you do that, you're creating your own personal brand so that people trust you enough to stick with you. The most important thing I think with us as Beachbody coaches is that we are not Beachbody. I am not Nicole Beachbody. I am Nicole Murphy. I am a Beachbody coach. However, one sec. Hi, Amy Blomster. However, I am not Beachbody. Beachbody spends millions of dollars creating their own brand. They spend millions of dollars creating infomercials and websites and on television commercials and videos. They spend so much money because Beachbody is Beachbody. They want to sell their products. And you can go on anytime you want and you can purchase a Beachbody product without even meeting a Beachbody coach. So the important thing for us to remember, and when we're talking about how we feel about ourselves and how we want to portray ourselves, is that we are not Beachbody. We are individual people who believe in Beachbody products. So we're not selling a product, we're really selling ourselves. And the most important part of this point that I'm trying to make is that Beachbody already has their infomercials. We don't need to be an infomercial for Beachbody. What we need to be is ourselves. And that is part of one of the vital behaviors, is that we share how the product impacts our lives. There's a huge difference between advertising a product and talking about how a product impacts your life. And that's kind of the difference between Beachbody and what a Beachbody coach is. And Beachbody decided to have coaches so that we as customers could share how their products impact us. So you don't see, you don't see a lot of top coaches on their Facebook page holding up, bags of Shakeology or kissing their Shakeology cup. And you don't see them doing that for a reason, because they've learned that they are not selling a product, they're selling themselves. And the reason that they're a top coach is because they have shared themselves over and over and over again consistently with people. So they've shared their lives, and they've shared how Beachbody has impacted their lives. So we are going to do an exercise, quick exercise, and you just need a pen and a paper for this. So if you need to go grab one, be my guest. Hot. Does anyone have any questions so far? I think Amy Blomster went to get a pen. Good? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 5 or 10 minutes, and we're all going to spend some time writing down 5 to 7 things that we love. The more the better. So if you have more than 7, that's great. Things that you love to talk about, things that make you smile, things that when you think about them make you happy, things that you feel are a huge part of who you are and what your life is all about. Is it still frozen, Amy? We're good? Okay. So, for example, hobbies, places you go, people you love, activities, career. Make a list of those 5 to 7 minimum things. And what we're going to do is, oh my God, my light went out. Oh, hold on. Just type done in the comments when you're done. Okay, everybody's good? Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take these items, this list, and I want you to elaborate on them. So, for example, if one of the things is your kids. What about your kids? Is it their jokes? Is it cuddle time? Is it homework? Is it vacations with them? What about your kids? So get a little bit more specific with every part of your list, okay? Okay, then just do me a favor and type done when you're finished, so I know everybody's good. Okay, looks like everybody's done. So now what I want to do is I want to share them and talk about each of our lists a little bit. So do I have a volunteer? Anybody wants to go first? Anyone? Okay, Amy Delarty. Amy B, then Amy.
Oh, good. Okay. I feel like I'm always going first. Come on, guys.
You're good.
I wrote down voting. One of the things that I did was I went to my social media, mostly my Instagram, and I looked at the pictures that I post, which kind of helped me. So I thought that was interesting to just share if you were struck. Like, you might not even realize what it is that you like to put words, to put words to it. But if you look at what you post, that might. So voting was one of them. And these kind of keywords that I wrote down for that: sun, relaxation, quiet, peaceful, nautical things and styles, boaters life and friendships, fishing, and confined and focused space with family. Because it's kind of like the dining room table, right? Like, it just promotes conversation because you don't have a big space. Well, we don't have a big boat, so we don't have a big space to really go anywhere. So we're kind of forced to sit and talk and get creative. So that's what I have for that. And then I have like beach and what that is. I don't know if you want me to go through each one, but beach, my children and their activities and like the funny things or sweet things that they say, I find get a lot of interaction when I post that. Fibromyalgia, I don't do it all the time because to me it's kind of like a Debbie Downer, so I try to stay away from that, but I do want people to realize that it's not all rainbows and unicorns either. And then positive affirmations, I just love them. There's so much negativity in the world that I just feel like if I can offer, or be offered positive affirmations, I just think that I just love them. I like talking about social media and essential oils.
Awesome.
So.
I think your positive affirmations could be like a cool Instagram story thing, like a series or something, or like a Facebook Live thing, something, you know what I mean? Like, when I look at you, I think of positive affirmations. So that is just, I think of you. So obviously that has to be part of your brand because, I'm sure I'm not the only person that looks at Amy Delarty and thinks positive affirmations.
Aw, thanks. So, yeah, and when I wrote that down, I got away from posting them because I pull like a card a day of some of the different decks of cards that I have. And so I got away from posting them because I feel like, all right, do people really want to see this every day? But, now that I'm doing Instagram stories more, I feel like that could be a really...
You're freezing.
So thank you for the idea.
Sure. You froze it for a second there, but I understood what you were saying. Cool. Thanks, Amy.
You're welcome.
Okay, Amy G, you're up next. Hold on, let me unmute you.
I don't think I'm gonna be as eloquent as Amy D. Like, she was really good. Holy crap. And I have a little ADD tonight. But the thing that where did it go? Of course, I wrote my notes on my phone, so I don't know how to like look at that and do it. So I'm going to go off of like sort of memory. But okay. Anyway, I wrote about, honestly, the thing that struck me the most, that I kind of did what Amy did, and what do I post the most about? And I did a lot about my mom life. So I kind of put under mom life my kids. I didn't put my kids separately because I put mom life and then I wrote kids, work, not enough time, quick meal recipes. I put soccer practice, taxi driver, and laundry cleaning. So basically all the things that encompass my daily life. But I realized that I post a lot about that. And I didn't realize I did it until I was looking through and was thinking about what do I talk about all the time. And that's really it. I found myself to be boring because I don't feel like I talk a lot about a lot of stuff. And B, when I do post, I try to make light of it, but I also try to encourage other women to just, we're all busy. Like, I think I was reading it no, it was a podcast. And I think was it Shailene? It was somebody's podcast just recently. And I think I even posted it, or maybe it was reading it from Badass, How to Be a Badass. But when we all talk about being busy and we make it like this, like we're this martyr because we're all busy and like, oh my God, my life is so busy. And I hear it so much. And I even do it sometimes. And that is everybody's excuse from not showering to, not being able to work out to going to McDonald's. And it like I don't want to say it pisses me off, but it kind of is getting me to a point where like, all right, listen, we're all busy and we all need to just suck it up and deal and figure out a way to take care of ourselves a lot better, because it's not going to get any better. It's not going to get any easier until you just try to solve the problem. Does that make sense? That's like where I kind of felt like I focus a lot of my posts, and what I like kind of talking to people about is making time for themselves.
I definitely think that you do that. And this is a great exercise also, like the two of you went through your social media. It's a great exercise also to show you maybe where you can branch out, or maybe
Right.
where you can, become more well-rounded in the things that you want to talk about, because it is eye-opening and I don't know if everybody does this, but I think it's a great idea. And I do this every so often as I go back and I scroll through like the past week and a half or 2 weeks of posts on my Facebook page just to see what I've been putting out there, because sometimes you don't realize like you're throwing random stuff out there, or you're planning a post or whatever. But I really like to look at my theme and kind of, am I being balanced in my list? I made this list last month. So I did this exercise and I've been trying to focus on being more well-rounded. So it's an awesome exercise to go and take your list and be mindful of the posts and what we're putting out there and being well-rounded. And doesn't have to be every single thing on your list, but 2, 3, 4 things really kind of create a situation where people get to know you better, and not just say Amy the mom or Amy the teacher, but Amy the person, or Amy the workout girl, you know what I mean? Like you get to show all facets.
Well, I don't know if I've done this with you or on one of, I've done this before, so I can't remember. It might have been one of our Diamond, Dash to Diamond maybe is what you guys had us do this, I think. And so I am familiar with it. But I think, and I know this is actually, I think during that Dash to Diamond group is when we did this exercise, and I came up with the theme days for me. And the theme days, guys, is really kind of what's helped me make sure that my brand was out there, but that it was going back to what Nicole said, and I was well-rounded. So like I took my Mondays as Monday Mom Motivation, and I stuck with Transformation Tuesday, Wednesday Wise, why I work out, why I'm a Beachbody coach, Thoughtful Thursdays, where I take, because I too like inspirational posts or a quote or something from a book. Friday is Fact Fridays, where I do some facts about myself, life. So I have a theme daily that I try to post, and that has helped me stay the course and kind of make sure I got other things out there.
That's a great idea. Can you share your Monday through Friday or whatever? Do you have Saturdays and Sundays too? Or
Yep. Saturday is, so I did Monday through Friday just now, but I can repeat it. So Monday Mom Motivation. So I post something related to all the moms out there, whether it's a quote, a funny joke, or something serious. I think just yesterday I posted one on how to love yourself. It was like 5 tips to love yourself. Tuesdays is Transformation Tuesday. So either myself or a challenger. Wednesday is Wednesday Why. And typically it's like why I coach or why I decide to work out, kind of whatever grabs me that day. Some Wednesdays are kind of tough, I got to be honest with you. Thursdays are thoughtful Thursdays. So a quote or an inspirational post that's meaningful to me, or a podcast. Fridays are Fact Fridays. So I either choose something about myself or something about health and fitness. Sometimes it's like the 3 facts about Shakeology, the 3 facts about 21 Day Fix, 3 facts about coaching, things like that. Saturdays is Saturday self-love, just really about taking care of yourself, finding something to love about yourself. And Sundays is Sunday Fun Day. I just usually post something fun that I did with my family, because I'm usually don't work out Sundays, so that's usually my fun day.
That's awesome.
Nothing crazy, you know?
Yeah, but it is a great way to stay well-rounded. I like it.
Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you, Amy Greaves.
No problem.
Who's next? Susanna, would you like to share with us? I'm unmuting you, so.
Okay.
Choice.
I didn't look back at my Instagram to see what I've been posting. I was just thinking of things that I would like to do more of that I don't do, because I'm really bad about posting my normal activities. So, I mean, I do post a lot about like things that Corey and I do, like when we go to games or concerts and stuff. So I want to keep up with that. I want to do more posts about books, because I read a lot. I read a lot of novels, and a lot of times, like now that I've been doing a lot of personal development, just reading novels and stuff, you grab other words of inspiration too that I could always add to that. And I read a lot of poetry and quotes as well. I used to post a lot of quotes. I've kind of gotten out of that habit, similar to what Amy was doing. I kind of like when I look at other coaches, like Chelsea posts a lot about like clothes and fashion and stuff, and I like how she does her little fashion pics. That always catches my eye, so I would like to do more of that, but I don't have a lot of money to buy nice clothes lately, so I haven't been doing that.
But like what a niche you've got. Like if you talk about finding clothes that are stylish but yet
not expensive,
like that people love that stuff. Like people love to find good finds, you know what I mean? Like that's awesome. Like a live video in a store where you're going in to find like a purchase, or when you find something that's like so awesome for $12.99 and you're like, oh my god.
Yeah, something like that. Like one of my cousins actually does 50 or under 50 items for under $50 items for a fashion blog that she does in Ireland. So I was like, ooh, I want to do stuff like that. I really like antiques, and it's like a thing that I share with my dad. And I used to post, like in the past before I became a coach, a lot of pictures of old cars and motorcycles and just random antiques that we see on the way. I really like doing more of the lifestyle posts, kind of like what you were saying, like we don't need to advertise for Beachbody. They already spend their money on that. And all the posts that I see that a lot of the different coaches do, most of the ones I'm drawn to have nothing to even do with fitness. They're just their life, and they can do these things because of Beachbody, I guess is what I like.
And I think also, like, we're not just coaches, and neither are they. So they're not stuck on that. Like, I have to tell people all about fitness and I have to tell people about what I'm doing all the time. Yes, we do. Mm-hmm. But we also have lives. We have so much more to us than just coaching and just Beachbody. And I think that's sometimes I personally, like, sometimes I'll go back and look at my Facebook page. I'm like, oh, I talked way too much about my journey this week. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah. I need people to see who I am, and I'm not just a girl on a weight loss journey, like so much more. And there's so much more to all of us.
Yeah. So that's it.
I like the lifestyle stuff. I like the clothes and I like the antiques, and I definitely see you elaborating on all of it.
So I just need to remember to take pictures when I'm doing things.
Yes, take pictures everywhere. Instagram stories everywhere.
Yeah.
Thank you, Susanna. All right, who's next? Inga. Hi.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, so I didn't look back through my stuff, but I just kind of went and did my top 7 things that are important to me, which will help me, I think, become more well-rounded. So I did I kind of kept them high levels.
If you want them on mute.
I did family, activity. Underneath that family, I had activities, GG, vacations, quality time, my cat, love, cuddling, movies, and walks. For number 2, I did helping others, and under that I had career, Beachbody, wellness coaching, friends, coworkers, motivation. Number 3, I had charity, and under that I had events, fundraising, Jane Doe No More, Are You Dense, raising awareness, and meeting new people. For 4, I had career, and I have my early career development program, my intern program, mentoring, coaching, career development, recruiting, and the Sikorsky Women's Forum. 5, being active/healthy. I had outdoors, hiking, walking, sunrises, sunsets, energy, workout, and food programs, or food prepping. I don't know what I was thinking there. And then 6, I had traveling, and I just had vacations with family, beach, etc. And then number 7, I did working out, and I had following a program, meditation, and affirmations, and it kind of loops back up to the being active piece. That's what I had.
Good. That's really well-rounded. Really
Now
good.
I gotta post some more about it. I noticed one of the things I don't post about a lot of is my career, and I have done that kind of purposefully.
Do you want to share that, or do you just do you not want to share it, or is it just that you just don't know how?
Well, I think it's hard sometimes. I think I know how. I just don't know how much I want to.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, I know I have on my profile that I work for Sikorsky Aircraft, but you have to be really careful about people knowing what you do there, and
Yeah.
especially on social media, it just makes me a little bit nervous.
Yeah, I don't really talk too much about what I do at Connecticut Wells. It just doesn't really come up in my social media all that much.
Yeah.
I'll take it's a beautiful place. So if I'm walking up to get the mail and there's, puffy clouds, I took a picture today and it was gorgeous. You can see from Bethlehem where we are, you can see Oxford Airport. It's just very, very cool. So, or I'll take a sunset up there when it snows. Mostly the landscape up there, there's not too much else I want to share about being well drilled. So, but every once in a while, if we're doing a cool job in New York City, I'll share that. But I get you, and I understand you, there's, security and all that. You don't want to blast out what you're doing and what department you work in and all that.
And we can take pictures.
There you go. So, but you have a great long list of things that you love. And I've seen you do a little bit of all of those on your social media. So it would be just doing more of it, sharing more of it and making yourself known for all of that.
Okay. Thank you.
Awesome. And thank you. And last, but certainly not least, Amy Blomster. Hi. Can you hear us?
Oh, wait, I lost you.
You there?
I think I'm here.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I just texted you, but I have a minute, I guess. Oh, all right. Mostly beach, family. I just kind of made a running list. Motivation. Obviously, anything to do with 80s music. Being addicted to workout clothes is probably my biggest thing. And I'm trying to do 4 posts a day. 1 is health and fitness, 1 motivation, and 2 lifestyle. And that's kind of the format I'm following right now,
Uh-huh.
either on Instagram or Facebook. I don't really know the Instagram story thing. I'm like way behind on a lot of reading and stuff I need to do. But that's where I kind of am right now. And then, of course, the studio, because besides the Beachbody, I do work out at my studio.
Yeah.
But I don't really talk too much about that because I'm doing the Beachbody right now. So I kind of put that on the back burner. But she always tags me in it. So
what do you mean by lifestyle? Like, elaborate on lifestyle posts.
like something about that tells about me, like as versus like, I didn't go back and look at any of my posts, but I've been doing like the transformation posts, or lifestyle would be like, I don't even know how to explain it. I don't even know.
Like your family life or your work life during the day? Like, is it my question just is basically like, is it outside of fitness? Like, is it outside of
Yes.
working
Yes.
out? 'Cause that would be important because you don't
Yeah, it's lifestyle like outside of working out. So like whether I'm like posting an article on Bruce Springsteen, who I love from the 80s, or sharing that, or it's outside of fitness.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's important, like to
I don't really feel like I have a brand yet. I kind of feel like I don't know what I'm doing, but it's okay.
It's totally okay. And that's exactly what this exercise is meant to do, is to actually guide you into what you want to say to people. So this is not for, this is for anybody, somebody who's already kind of got themselves established or someone who's just starting out. This exercise is for everybody. So when you create this list, now you have this master list right now of things that you want to talk about. And it may evolve and it may change in the next 6 months or the next year. It may stay the same, who knows, but it's definitely meant to help guide you in how you want to create yourself on social media. So don't think that you have to be an expert at it today. Think of it as this list is going to get you started. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So keep working on that lifestyle part and get it to be more specific, like your kids, your job, your home life, your cooking, your hobbies, things that you love, like you said, Bruce Springsteen, things like that. Like, what makes Amy, Amy? Does that make sense?
Yes.
So keep going with
If
it.
you see anything, let me know. Only kidding. Oh my God, my kids are driving me crazy tonight.
So thank you for sharing. Hold on, I'm gonna mute everybody again. Okay. So basically, when you look at all this, and you guys all listed stuff that when I look at all of you, I think of a lot of those things that you said, and that's great. But use this as a guide to when you go back to look at your Facebook, like, okay, did I post about this? Did I post about that? Like, one of the things on my list is like easy recipes that a full-time boss lady can make for her family. Do I do those enough? Probably not. So I need to go back and start doing that, because that's one thing that I love, and I love to be known for my cooking and my healthy meals and things that I can do when I get home at 6 o'clock at night and I get a dinner on the table by 7 o'clock, So that's just one example of something that I don't think I do enough of. But when I look at my list, I'm like, oh, okay, I think I'm going to work a little bit harder on that. So use this list as a guide and a tool for you to create that persona around you. And then the other part of it, and the last part of it, is consistency. Have to be consistent on social media if you want to create a brand. Decide what you're going to talk about. Decide what you're going to portray, and portray it, and consistently portray it. It's like walk the walk. If I say I'm going to do this, then I got to do it. And it does take focus. And I know there's going to be some days where it's not going to happen. But for the most part, the most successful people on social media are the ones that are the most consistent, and the ones that put themselves out there. Take a few risks, maybe, Go on a video without your eyebrows on and see what happens. That's a joke. Well, not really. It's pretty. Yes, Amy Delarty.
It's so funny that you say that because I had a little spat with my daughter who's standing right here because she was making something out of the Fixate cookbook and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go, take a picture, and she looks at me and she's like, really? Do you have to do that all the time? And I was like, yes, I do, because that's what's like successful.
Yeah.
I said to her, you know what? I'm not going to take you on my vacations when I win them through Beachbody and all of the nice stuff that I'm going to buy when I make money doing this, because you're the one who's naysaying it. I was so mad. So it's so funny that you said that because she was standing right here and she needed to hear that because she's like, oh, you do that. You haven't seen it.
Skylar, I do it too. Oh my gosh, Tommy cannot stand me with my camera. Like the other day, he's like, drive me to the bus stop, and I'm like, you're in high school now. I shouldn't be driving you to the bus stop. So I drive him to the bus stop, and we're sitting there, and I'm like, so just because I drove you to the bus stop, we have to take a selfie. And he's like, oh my god, so mad at me. Yeah.
Yeah. Even my husband is like, really? But I don't understand that, I guess, unless you're in the business and like you're approaching it from a marketing perspective. Like we have to market ourselves.
Yeah. At dinner time, I'm like wiping off my plate before I eat it, taking out my camera, and I'm getting the right angle of my food. And John's like, really? Just eat?
My husband doesn't even know.
Still? When are you going to tell him?
I don't know. I was kind of hoping I'd make money first, but that could be a long time.
Tell him even if you were a coach, you'd be drinking Shakeology every month anyway. Now you just get a discount.
No, because then he'll be like, how much is it? No. Eventually.
That's a lot of information.
I mean, I'm getting a little money. I have a lot of people on mobile app. They just haven't hit the button for some reason.
That mobile app.
Coach mobile app.
Yeah.
I do love that thing, but it doesn't do any good if they don't open your link and finish it.
Yeah. I have a list of about 25 people on my started tab of the Coach mobile app.
Yeah, exactly.
So does anyone have any questions about this or about anything else? I'm going to unmute everybody just for the sake of Inga?
What is that noise?
Hold on, let me see. Maybe I'll mute everybody but Inga. Okay, Inga, go ahead.
Okay, I had a question about our meeting that we had on Instagram. And I was just looking back through my notes earlier, and she had mentioned that we should be completing our bio and that there's a file that we can use to do that. Do you happen to know where that is? She said it was a PDF that Chelsea had.
I don't know off the top of my head, but I can find out.
Okay, I didn't know if we had it in our files somewhere or...
You know what? It might be in Chelsea's PS Coach page under files.
I can take a look.
And I can ask Becky or Chelsea where to find it.
Because I did go ahead and change my stuff over to a business, and I learned a lot during that, which was good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I'll check that out for you and let you know what I can find.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure. Anyone else? Questions? Comments? So I don't know if everybody saw, but we have a new schedule for our team calls. We're going to do them every other Tuesday night. I think that will work for everyone. At 9 o'clock, it looked like that was the general consensus of what is the best time. So we'll do every other Tuesday night. And we have a little schedule set up for, who's going to do what calls. And, I just want to throw it out there to anyone who feels like you want to share something. If you have a topic that you'd like to share with the team, please message me privately and let me know, and we can talk about it. But other than that, I will let you all go before 10 o'clock.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
You too.